Bang. Ace offline. Nice prize. All good there. All good. All good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Can you see us? Can you hear us? I can't even see myself on a... There you go. Testing, testing. Let me whack Trey's brightness up real quick. You ready for this?
I can put my thing on. Yeah, I'm good. No. Bro, don't violate me like that.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Come on.
All right, welcome, chat. Welcome. It is a pleasure to be back today. I'm actually buzzing for today. I think it's going to be great. There's one specific series I'm looking forward to. I don't know if you guys can guess what it is, but I will be there. But welcome everyone. Drop a like on the stream if you're new, if you're old, if you've been around a while. Appreciate you either way. Shout out the Bread Boys as well. Not just me and Trey, but also where is it? Bread Leaderboard. Where's the Bread Leaderboard?
Bro, people are loving that show. I've seen people tweet about it all night.
Yeah, people are actually kind of fuming I'm not on it today. Yesterday I was like top 6 on the Bread Leaderboard, but today I'm not even on the list, I don't think. Let me hit the refresh on this. Maybe it's not changed much. But yeah, if you guys are looking to collect some bread on the website, go to breakingboy.gg, make yourself an account, react to some... You know what? I need to actually... I'm going to react to a match right now. And then I'll pick up some bread. That's how it works. Little octane emoji. Bang, 10 bread. But yeah, what's good, everyone? This is going to be a good series. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's hope Ina's not in the chat today, because I got some things to say.
Uh-oh. Rav, why does the card pack say on sale for 200 bread, and when I try and buy it, it says still 500? Good question.
You've been scammed.
Yeah, we scammed you. No, to be fair, when they rolled out the first version that I tried, it said 500 cross 200, but when I bought it, it was still 500. So it's a beta. But the cost is 500. We will probably do like discounts at some point.
I've got a bone to pick with you, actually.
Yeah, me.
So yesterday I packed the first owner Caesar Skies.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I got to my cards today.
And it's disappeared.
And hang on, am I logged in?
Someone nicked it.
Where's my card? Oh, wait, I got it.
You go cards to go inventory, and eventually it loads.
All right, so yeah, I think the site's like a little bit buggy right now.
Yeah.
So I packed my first card of Legendary Caesar Skies, but it's not the first one anymore.
Wait, it's put number 2?
No, it's put number 21. I think that is how many times he's been. I think because I'm the first one, it bumps it up.
Okay, so we might need to have a word about that.
Instead of me being number 1 now, there's been 21 of them picked. There's been 21 of them packed, and I'm number 21 now.
All right, we'll be fixing that. Because you need to keep that number 1 Caesar Skies Bueno card, because that's going to be a valuable piece.
Because there's off season. Off season. Yeah, good point.
We
might be We might be. Listen, if they get top 12, if they get top 12.
We're blowing up.
If they get top 12, that might be a little bit of an issue.
Might be a little bit of an issue, chat. Might be just a little bit of an issue. All right, we're going to start. Actually, we're not going to start until you guys like the stream, but then we're going to start. Jose with the 2, like 16 likes. Honestly, you guys, I do appreciate the views, but we got to think. When I watch a YouTube video, I like it automatically. It's just inbuilt into my, I don't know, as a creator, that's just what you do. Because it helps, YouTube pushes it out there, and I'm like, you know what, this guy's put the effort into making a content, press the like buttons for free. Helps the boys. Jose, thanks for the 2. Brilliant super chat as always. This guy doesn't miss. All right. Has Pred been throwing bottles at events? You heard about this, Trey?
I did see that.
Yeah. Actually, Gozo did another tweet where he was like, I'd be shocked if Takrab hasn't heard about this. I'm like, I hadn't heard about this. But
even I haven't heard about that.
You know what? Let's find up the tweets. because he did do a lot of tweets. Ghost of Hope does do a lot of tweets. And to be fair to him, he hasn't deleted any of them. So I kind of respect it. But people are obviously going to clap because they're going to say, well, you should have, like, if you're going to leak it, leak it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How soft is it, though? I mean, listen. If he's thrown something and it's accidentally, imagine it hits the wrong guy, wrong girl.
Imagine.
That's a lawsuit.
I mean, okay, so the guy, if you guys haven't seen this, we talked about it earlier today. Breaking Point is available in Australia, as far as I'm aware anyway. Breakingpoint.gg. Don't know what I'm going to be.
Available in selected superstores.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ghost of Hope says there's going to be stuff that comes out about Pred eventually. He ruined Optic's season. This guy says going bad for bad with Shannon Sharp, but then he says he almost hurt another person in the league who was basically a bystander in the room by getting into it physically with someone backstage at one of the events last year. He threw something, almost hit said bystander. For what I know, it's all gossip, but I trust who it came from. And then he said a couple of other things, but he didn't really say much else. So that's pretty much what we've got. And then he said, I'd be shocked if Takrament had something similar, but I don't know about this.
I want to hear this. He was probably laughing and joking with Sib, threw something and it was almost hit someone. I don't think it's that as serious as like you never,
especially if it's like someone said it and then, yeah, exactly. You never know what the truth is. Obviously, AG's going to have his perspective.
I mean, listen, we saw the big Aches fight. It was the most pussy push I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On Nate shot, like, bro, people just be over exaggerating in COD. He probably.
I don't think he's sending out tomahawks.
Yeah, I don't think he's dashed a fucking knife at him or anything like that. He's probably just laughing and joking with a water bottle or some shit like that. It ain't that far. It ain't that deep, in my opinion.
I feel like if it was that deep, we'd have probably heard about it, right?
100%, bro. If it was that deep, he would have been. Mate, maybe that's why he got sent back to Australia to go anger management classes because he threw a pillow.
Well, exactly. I mean, the thing is, he did another tweet where he said that this was like it was a contributing factor why they got rid of him.
Hang on. Someone just said, "Fix your dog website. I can't log in." How about you go suck my asshole, all right, and understand that we ain't fucking running the website.
To be fair, our servers have been like they have been struggling because all the new traffic on the site.
Nothing you can do about it though. It's the traffic on the site. There's just bare man using the site.
Yeah, exactly. You boys are all cooking on the site, so it'll fix itself. Trust. But yeah,
maybe that's why I see this guys is dying on me.
We'll get to that for sure. But
hey, I did make some bread there yesterday though.
Yeah, on your player. How much bread did Skies make you?
32.
32, not bad.
And I made a multiplier on him.
Hydra made me 145 bread.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had a multiplier on Caesar.
Oh no! Oh no! That's a stinky one.
I had a multiplier on him.
Yeah, Gwyn made me 89. Could have been worse. But today I've got my multiplier on cloud 9. I'm going hard.
Yeah, let me put a multiplier on someone real quick. Yeah, let me see what I got. Never mind.
I just passed the tweet.
Rab, fix your dog shit website. I can't fucking load
don't worry, trust, I'll fix it. All right, let me actually read these so I don't miss it again. Probably a bit of both. It's a teammate. Oh yeah, this is the one, isn't it? I think it was during one of the MW3 events, but it sure as hell made the decision to drop him when the gambling stuff happened easier. None of us said it was a teammate. It was a person on another team in the room. Was at a LAN event. So don't know. Good bit of beef. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Who do LAG play today?
They play Toronto.
Let's get myself a multiplier on Johnny.
Oh, I like that. I like the sound of that. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It's good to have you all on board. We've got a lot to talk about today. And we're going to start... What are you saying?
Performance or kill multiplier?
On Johnny?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I got a 1.2.
I'm thinking kills. I think he's going to cook.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Did I pick LAG? I don't think I did. I was kind of tempted to, because I need to make a comeback in the. And I'm the most selfish person on the planet, by the way. I
am not picking LAG.
I do not give a shit about the team championship, Breaking Point versus Flank. I'm only in it for myself. So if I have to take a risk to win and cost the team, I'll cost the team. That's how I'll do it. So, you know, Saturday, Sunday, you'll see me doing some crazy shit, possibly. Depends.
I mean, I think, listen, yesterday I kind of cooked. Like I said, the issue is with our picks is that we picked on the show prior. So, like, we can't really go against it. And I'm pretty sure I had Surge winning against Faze in our show, too. So that's why I picked Surge.
I mean,
and what do you know? I'm a genius.
We'll get into that one. But let's, you know what? We'll start with the green team, my favorite team. They're actually not my favorite team to watch because they piss me off. They do stupid shit all the time. And that is Optic Texas. My favorite green team is Boston Bridge.
Get me started on this goddamn.
All right, before we talk
team.
about the way that they play, man, I want to quickly comment on like the fact that Optic are genuinely turning their own fans against them right now. Like, it's that bad that you've got the Optic fans who really want to like believe and support the team, and they're getting out chanted by Optic sucks chant in the venue. Like, it doesn't get any worse than this.
That. Ooh. Hey, Rab, please tell me you saw that photo that I sent you yesterday at the venue, though.
Oh yeah, I saw the photo.
It's like, you know, it's giving assembly time. Like, it's giving assembly.
I can maybe bring the photo up, actually.
Yeah, get it. Well, before we talk about the teams, you know, it's...
But there's also this. We've also got the challengers pit. I don't know if you saw this. You see the pit?
Yeah, I did. But listen, I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think this might look like the worst event there has been. I think it might look like...
It can't be worse than last year's Miami, can it? You think?
Wait, I think this looks worse than last year's Miami.
You think? I don't know. I thought it was better than last year's Miami. I mean, wouldn't it? It'd be nice if Ace was here to comment.
Come on, look at that picture you just... Come on. Come on.
I mean, yeah, okay. It's not great. It's not great, but there are some fans there. We've got a beach ball.
I'm not.
Oh,
Listen,
man, the beach ball.
Listen, I ain't talking about fans, right? Cool.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But, like, this is by far the worst event I think ever has been put on.
It's quite the statement, really. I mean, I'm thinking back, like, what
bro,
events?
This looks like challenges in Toronto.
Well, that's a good point. That might have actually been nicer than this. I guess they didn't have the big screens in Toronto. But I mean, what's the worst one you've been to in the CDL? People talk about that Minnesota event that LAG won.
Yeah, that is probably the worst one.
So, like,
but the Minnesota one in the ballroom in the casino.
Yeah.
But still, it was in a casino where everyone was staying. So, like, bro, you were in the hotel. The event was in the hotel, and then after you're done with the games, you go gamble. This is actually the worst event in the CDL IMO.
And they also not like kind of in the middle of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not even in a. It's not like it's in a.
No wonder that camera ain't turning around, twin.
Yeah, they don't bother with that. Titan Fighter 12, thanks for the super chat. Way worse, look like a soup kitchen pop up. I don't know if it's like last year's Miami one. They had a big venue and they had nothing to do in the venue because they had every other event they were going to do there got cancelled or something. So they just got left with that.
Event? Would the no crowd event be worse? Yeah. See, listen. Let's also not make it out like they're in a fucking stadium.
No, I mean, I get that. Like,
how many
I'm
seats
taking this over no fans, but...
How many seats do you reckon are there?
I mean, they could put a few more lines of chairs in if they wanted to, but, you know...
We've just gone from, like, you know, stadium Dallas, like, you know, not a stadium, but like
200
you know, like
maybe
fucking...
250 people. 253. That's probably a bit more if they filled it out fully. They'll have like 500 people in there maybe at max.
Bro, no player cams.
Yeah, the player count is pretty bad.
The shit ain't turning around the show. I'm just saying, but I will, shout out Miami for going to host an event, but
it ain't hitting the same as
bro,
where we just were.
This looks like a local LAN.
Yeah. It is like the fact that they've got that like beach ball over there. It just kind of completes the whole show.
Bro, it's given like birthday party with like a dress code.
Yeah, it's like the. I mean, I'm sure everyone knows what I'm gonna bring up here, but the Halo World Championship. You guys know this image. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, this looks like an old MOG event from like Black Ops 1.
This picture always cracks me up, man. Welcome to the Halo World Championship. It's not quite this bad, but ain't far off. Scump's guest bedroom is bigger than the venue. And yeah, the challenges area is also kind of crazy. So they've got this. I mean, to me, this just looks like an office building. People were joking and saying, like, oh, well, when you get double first rounded, you could just leave your resume by the door.
That's when I sent that picture, because I was like, bro, players are getting paid like 200K a year, 150K a year, and they're showing up to like, bro, that literally looks like a place where like motherfuckers go do like talent shows.
Yeah. We're so washed up, man. God, we're so washed. I mean, we do get occasionally good events.
No, we ain't washed. Madrid, fire.
No, it's true. It's true.
Dallas.
Miami just hosts these.
Dallas, fire. Miami just be hosting the bullshit.
Miami, right there.
Bro, Miami
probably is going to be fire as well. And then
bro, Miami
champs,
just be hosting the absolute bullshit, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you. They just be hosting some.
I mean, they did it last year, and then they've just run it back.
They've gone from like, let's meet in the middle. We hosted this event, it had no fans in a bit in a big open floor pan. Yeah, we won't do that again. Let's step it down a bit. Let's compact the fans into an assembly room. Let's do a talent show. Pretty much.
Next year, instead of letting Miami host, they're just going to be like, we'll get out to Riyadh again.
Not really Miami's fault, in my opinion. They don't make money. What do we expect? Yeah, but the league pay like half.
The league do subsidize it. They made a sick trophy.
That's where the budget went.
The budget went to the trophy up here. I mean, I'm happy that I'm not going to take Miami hosting it over having to do a local LAN where it's in like literally local LAN with no fans. That would be ass. And Caroline, at least Miami. Look, to be fair to Miami, at least they say we're going to run an event, and then you turn up and there is an event that is being run. Whereas a certain franchise.
Did you see that guy that's running the event for Miami say to like the challengers, like they literally tweeted out like, yeah, challengers finals main stage. It's going to be on main stage. You see that? I can't remember if you like vividly remember that. This was like a few weeks ago.
Sorry, I was just reading Rafi's comment. Go on. Can you say it again?
No, so the guy that's running like the Miami event, like that works for Heretics or something like that, literally like said like he quote tweeted someone's tweet about can challengers like finals be on the main stage, and he replied like, consider it done, like it's done, like it's on main stage.
Yeah,
he quote tweeted it, and then it's not on main stage.
Someone vetoed that.
2 weeks later, it's not on main stage.
I'm pretty sure, Rafi, that there is some sort of league CDL subsidy that they give the teams to run, and it is like definitely true. No. But I think
the league give money to
the question is how they some of the drama has been about how they split the subsidy, because the league will give the teams X amount of money, but there was I think at some point there was an expectation that amount of money had to be split between pro and challengers, but now they just give them the money and the teams can kind of do what they want with it.
It's to Rafi, which makes it even funnier.
Oh.
Rafi does a tweet, and he quotes Rafi's like, yeah, consider it done, like, we're blessed.
Yeah, well, there you go. South Florida isn't also a cheap place. Factor price to fan ratio. I mean, look, I agree. I'm not expecting them to host some masterclass event, and I'll take it. It's an event. But at the end of the day, when we were asking the question, like, yo, should we be coming out to Miami? Like, is that, should we make it happen? The answer I was getting told unanimously was like, it ain't worth your time. So I'm like, okay, I'll come to Dallas. That's all good.
I mean, we said it, didn't we? Like, we looked at it last year. We watched Ace, like.
Oh my God, he was in the trenches last year.
We watched Ace walk around the venue and shit, and it was like, yeah, it ain't working. Hang on, let me do my predictions. What we got today? Rocker versus Carolina. Toronto versus LAG. Vegas versus Texas.
We do. And then, Cloud9 Faze. Cloud9 Faze is actually first up on the day. Or Vegas Falcons Optic at 8. Get some food in for that series.
Bro, should I order food?
God damn. I mean, it could be a good day. It's going to be a good day.
Nah, because I'm going to stream Warzone after, but I can't sit there with
I hear.
Nah, I'm on a grind. I'm on a grind.
I respect. Yeah, also, you've got you're locking in as well. 6:30 gym sessions.
Fish and veg tonight.
All right, let's talk Optic. Obviously, we're going to get through all the series, but this Optic series was don't know. I mean, it's tough to even describe this in one word. I'm running out of words. I've actually run out of words to describe this Optic team because I've gone through the ringer with them this season. Is it just sad now? Because it's past like embarrassing or shocking or surprising. It's just kind of disheartening / comedic, maybe.
Listen, I'm getting sick of it. If you want me to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think might be the right answer too. What am I watching, man? Game 1 was bad. Game 2 was even worse. Might find some highlights real quick.
Listen, that S&D, I done a tweet about it. You can bring it up or not. It don't really matter. I don't really care.
Just throwing away lives and shit.
Bro, watch that S&D back and tell me how many times Optic are up lives in a round. And then someone just goes and does some dumb play.
I think it was this round that pissed me
Listen,
off.
I'm watching them in a 3v2. They're attacking. They can get bombed down. Huke's pushing up by himself, dies out or by himself. No trades, no nothing. A bunch of 1v1s lost when they could have been traded. People just challenge stupid shit.
This is actually hilarious, this round.
Honestly, it genuinely looks to me. It genuinely looks like to me that they've just lost full. They're just running around on their ones. I'm watching Scum put his freaking head in his hands after they make plays and stuff like that. Like, what are you doing? And I just can't watch this team and get excited like everyone else does. It just ain't the same. They had 3 2v1s and they had 3 3v2s, a 2v1 and got 6-0'd. And now listen, go watch those rounds back.
I think this was the round. This like 3-0 round. I think it was this one that like there was a lot of bad rounds, but this one especially really annoyed me.
Those 3v2s, I promise you, go watch them.
Because they trade sleepier, don't they? Yeah, like 3v2. You can't lose this round. It's impossible.
I think this is the round where Huke pushes up and dies.
Yeah, he pushes up and dies. I don't know where is he going, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a terrible, terrible play.
And Shotzi's scared, and what does he do? Does he chow? He eventually does.
They're both scared. They don't know what they're doing.
They're even like. It also is. They're kind of playing together, but they're not really playing together because they're far enough apart that if one of them dies, they're not guaranteed the trade. And I guess you could say the same about Boston here to some degree, but yeah.
Now, it's like they're not even learning from their mistakes because we see this online. And then the round where Purge, swims away, like, bro, he's one shot, and, bro, I can't, bro, I can't.
Yeah, let's get this to the next round.
And listen, I understand Dashi. There was a time when Dashi was saying like, bro, people don't even play the game and they're, cussing us out, whatever. Like, I play the game. I've played the game a lot. You don't even have to play the game to realize that you are literally 3v2. It's not like they're getting two-piece in these 3v2 situations like, shit, like we went in for a trade, teamwork, got two-piece, world star, whatever. They're just challenging on their ones every single time. Now, you can't tell me that Optic Texas, as a team like Optic, have three 3v2 situations and don't win a single round of them. That's just embarrassing. We're talking like world champions. You're talking like Shotzi, like the past, like, a top 5 SMG, top 3 SMG in the CDL era. Dashi, look at the talent they got. And you can't win a 3v2?
I mean, this, again, it's like, where do you even start with the issues? But I think it's what you say, right? I've always kind of felt this with Optic, but it feels especially true now. They lose the game one in a pretty bad fashion, and all of a sudden it's just complete mental spiral. Seems to go the same way every time. They mental spiral, lose the game two, they show a bit more promise game three, and then they still lose anyway. Jose with the
Purge
two.
just made
Priestahh
one of the worst plays I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I mean, so Purge hits the water here, and like he probably hears him. I think they must have heard him, because it makes a noise when you do this.
It is hard to sound whore, like, on land. Like, it's not. I'm not saying it's impossible. Like, yeah, maybe you should have heard him. It is harder to sound.
He looks away here, but like it's. The thing is, with 22 seconds on the clock and Purge is one shot, Hook just takes Hook just plays the 50-50 here. And he doesn't check it, and Purge swims all the way through the water. I mean, I cannot believe he got away with this. So outrageous.
Go. You don't see him there. Guess where he is?
Like, he's still searching, man. Yeah, this really just summed it up, I thought. This did sum it up. I mean, every map you can pinpoint so many moments that were terrible.
The control round where there's a guy in the ground, Hook's capping the point, last guy in the ground.
This is the one. Yeah, I think this is the final round, and Hook just runs away into Vault. Was it the round before this?
Yeah, it was the round before this. This is the one that I wasn't about with Scum.
2-1, yeah.
Hook's just got to sit there, pre-aim the doors. Even Scump's on stream saying, yeah, you know where the last guy is, just hold the doors, hold the doors. Hook just runs in there and goes and chows him by himself. No trade, no nothing. They lose all the map control.
I think this is the big question lately is, like, we don't really know who's made all of these decisions. Was it this one when Hook goes underground to... I think it might have been... Well, anyway, I'll play this out.
It's right here. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, I think it's right. So, yeah, Hook, I think it's the next, like, wave where Hook comes in and then runs in and dies for some reason when Hook eventually gets to the hill. Because it looks like they're going to win. Or maybe this was... They already won it here. Yeah, maybe it was a couple of seconds before this.
Yeah, it was before this. It was.
Yeah, but the thing is, we know how Hook plays a game. It shouldn't be a massive surprise.
It was there. I'm a bit delayed, but like, yeah, just play it from here.
Yeah, I think it's this one, right? They know. Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. So Purge is in here, and then all he's got to do is wait. Oh my god, I don't know why he chows here. All he has to, they've got 4 lives up.
All of his teams there. Pause it. Yeah,
it's just
all of his teams there.
All you got to do is pre-aim this.
Number 4's on the outskirts watching mid door. So even if he pinches, guess what? He's dead. All right. Then they just have to watch the double door. If he comes out the double door, guess what? Hook's watching it. Boom, done and dusted. He goes and chows by himself for no goddamn reason. There's no comms, no nothing. If there was comms, he would have said, "Yo, I'm gonna chow this guy Volt. Let's double chow him. Let's clear him out. You know, let's get the control." Nah, there's nothing. It's just boneheaded plays.
I mean, Shotzi, the thing is, Shotzi was the playmaker here. He was in a perfect spot, and he made the play. He got the 2-piece on top.
Oh, Shotzi's running around, running rings in their spawn,
so
killing the spawn.
If he just stays alive and preempts that, it's round over. I mean, they do win it anyway, but like that's no, that results-based thinking is not fair.
There's no teamwork. The comms are ass, and it doesn't take a genius to realize that from the minimap.
Yeah, eventually they get the win, but they made it difficult. And then the final round as well was the same old story.
Yeah, it's, The
final round, they just got absolutely slammed, to be honest. It's the thing, right? you pick up Hook, you know what you get, but equally, the blame doesn't
Bro, this ain't
necessarily just
even,
fall
bro,
on
this
Hook.
ain't even Huke right now, bro. This is the
No,
whole goddamn team.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's a
This
general
is,
like, play
bro.
style thing.
People are always worried about Huke coming onto the team. Yeah, he makes that play, whatever. But everyone's making these plays. We're not even doing the basics right now.
Bro, they didn't even celebrate. Do you not think this is hilarious? Like Boston, you remember last time when they beat Thieves? They beat them on
Bro, they
on
didn't.
land.
Yeah,
They
bro,
stood up. They talked
la-
all kinds of shit.
I was laying in bed, and I thought they lost because of the way they reacted to winning this.
Yeah, it's honestly it's
Bro,
so
before
bad. Right?
when you used to beat Optic, you used to jump up, you used to scream and flip off the fans and be like, "Yo, fuck you!" Like GG's. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
the
Get
fans are
fucking
going
smoked.
hard all game, whereas this
Yeah.
game the fans weren't even going hard because they know it's
Bro,
a
the
funeral
fans-
procession.
Bro, the fans were chanting Optic sucks.
I've never seen this I've not seen this in my lifetime, man.
Bro, we've lost the dressing room.
Yeah, the dressing room is gone.
We've lost the
Ooh.
dressing room.
Yeah, it's a rough.
I'm
it's a rough
inclined to
moment.
believe this might be the worst Optic team that we've had.
I told you. I did say it. But it's not. I told you it's never been this bad, and it has never been this bad. The only argument, like 2018, was not this bad.
And also, just listen, I don't
is
want
the only other one.
Listen, don't be posting me on Twitter when I say that kind of stuff because I get death threats. So don't post me on Twitter when I say that. But
I don't
just
think
in
you'll
this
get the
stream-
death threats anymore. I think they'll agree with you.
Oh boy, listen.
They lost the dressing
don't
room,
matter.
man. They lost the dressing room.
Listen, everyone was scared of Huke being like, listen, Huke's fries online, but when it comes to LAN, you know, everyone, you know, he's got issues. He don't play as well, motherfucker. The whole team's not playing good online. The whole team's not playing good online. It clearly shows their comms and teamwork are ass because they can't win a 3v2 in S&D.
Like, what do they do in practice, though? Like, it's not like this team's brand new. They've been here for a while. Why is Rabbit always cheesing? Is he high? It's a good cut to
Bro, I'm literally looking at the minimap. I'm
always
looking at the minimap.
cheesing
Not
that.
being played.
I
I'm
enjoy
even.
life.
I'm not even looking at the minimap. Just watching them. I'm watching them play like my eyeballs are falling out my skull.
Colby, thanks for the 5 super chat. Shotsy, shootsy. Not good at this game. Guy can shoot, but he makes plays that cost you maps. I mean, we could also talk about the game 1 moment if you want, real quick, because
Where they play the last 10 seconds of old and don't rotate.
yeah, this is like, so it was right here. It was actually just before this moment. So it happened here. This was the moment here. So Optic are down 215, 241, but they've got the setup. They've got the spawn trap. Like, this is the moment where good teams, they close out the games here. Because, okay, they are down in points, but Boston are in the trap, and the next hill, Optic are clean setup for it. So I guess the question is, whose fault is this? Because Dashi leaves the hard block of the spawns, which is probably okay as long as the rest of the team don't overextend. But Shotzi does overextend. He just gets bored and decides to flank. And he gets one. He kills Snoopy, shoots him in the side, and then gets traded. And in that time window, Dashi has moved off the hard block, and then they spawn out. And then they lose the game. So, you know, is it Dashi's fault? I think at the end of the day, it's probably a comms issue, right? But even then, I don't see why Shotzi needs to make this play. Again, it's like hero ball COD, right? It's just, can we not just hold a pre-aim? It's not rocket science. You don't need to go for the pinch here. I know that it's a nice play if it works, but you don't need to go for the pinch here. And then as soon as you die and you let it kind of open up, then all of a sudden it makes it mixy, and then they spawn out, and then you lose the map. So you kind of live and you die by it.
We've also got to have this discussion about skies again, man.
Rap gets high off Optic misery. I actually really don't. I actually find it very depressing. I'd much prefer Optic were like competitive and interesting. Like, I go one of two ways. If Optic are good, make them really good. because then they win things and it's great talking points and Optic are the best and the fans are loving it and we're back and everything like that, like champs last year. But if they're bad, then look, I don't mind them. I mean, do they not deserve to get shit on with the way that they're playing? Like, and all the shit that Shotzi talks? Like, they deserve what's coming to them at the moment, the way that they're putting on. And frankly, the fans deserve better. Like, the Optic fans that have been there through thick and thin, they're getting let down week after week by this team. So I find it hella frustrating. And yeah, would I be sad? At the end of the day, I care about the storylines. And if Optic bomb out to Pred today and Pred's talking all kinds of trash, like, am I going to say no to that? Anyway, go on, Trey.
Listen, we gotta have a talk about Skies. Like, you've been brought in to replace Kenny's, lack of kills and, try and bring something else, and it just hasn't happened.
I mean, do we want to get some hill time or something? Like,
the conversation is everyone that joins this team just gonna be bad? And is it a team thing now? Now, let's not say Skies was frying on LAG, but he certainly weren't this bad. That's the conversation. Everyone's sitting there, we got Skies in, comms, leader, whatever we need. Listen, I just think this team is just chalked.
It's tough to imagine I don't know where they go from here. Like, they play today. I just want to see a bit of energy, man. Like, please come out and, like, just try and send a bit of a message. When we win a round in Search and Destroy, assuming that they win one. Let's get the energy up. I mean, I know that there's not like a massive crowd.
I really don't think he was this bad on LAG. He wasn't great on LAG, but he wasn't this bad. He was a 0.9 on LAG. Like, he's legit, like, ain't doing well. Which leads me to believe, too, that this is just a team problem. Like,
John Mann says, do you guys think they'll lose to Vegas? I mean, look, we picked them to lose to Vegas in our bracket and we got roasted.
I think they're going to lose to Vegas. I truly do.
I mean,
Vegas you want to know why? Because when I watch Vegas play, they look like they want to win.
They look like a team.
They look like they've got passion. They look like they want to win. They look like they want to be there. Optic don't look like they want to be there.
It's been like this for a good chunk of the year as well.
All right, so Caesar Star of the Year, Major 1 Qual, 0.99. Major 1 Tournament, 0.95. And then 0.86, 0.76, 0.89, 0.77. Yeah, he's pretty much the same.
I mean, regardless, it's not been great. But also, that's the thing that that game one, if you're not going to get the kills, again, it's like, at least you can't also have the lowest hill time on the team. It just doesn't work like that. Not to say it's just a Skies issue necessarily. I mean, where do you even go? At the end of the day, when you've got so many changes and still you see similar trends coming through, you got to wonder where they originate from. And I don't think anyone is exempt from criticism. I mean, we've talked about this before. I had my thoughts on the coaching staff of the team a while ago. And I don't know, my thoughts on that haven't really changed. It's like, okay, you bring in Mercules, are you saving Optic? Like, I don't know. I don't really think so.
Yeah, but we're going to talk like, bro, even if you pick up Mercules for next year, like, what does that solve? Who are you dropping him for?
You gotta diagnose what the core issue actually is, and I'm not even sure. It's not like there is a core issue, because I don't think that, because Kenny and Fred were problematic.
I think they just need a bit of realization and someone just telling them, like, you ain't that guy no more.
I think it's a fair point.
We're like a top three. We're like a top 3 bottom team in the league right now.
Because they're still acting like they're Optic, but they're not playing like.
Bro, they won 1-6, and Shotzi said, "What do you think? We're shit."
But yeah.
Like, he said that, and he's like, "Oh, you guys make out like we ain't gonna make champs. What do you think we're shit? Like fuck, like we gonna fucking act on it?"
Yeah.
Listen, I love Ant. I think he's I think he's fucking unreal. But we got to start being.
Oh.
I think the realization just needs to hit that we ain't those guys no more. We're actually fucking horrible. We're dog shit, and we need to like something ain't right. Let's change it.
I think we should still be live. My OBS dropped out, but I think we're still here.
Instead of being in the public eye, just like saying like, "Oh, you guys think we're ass. Our scrims are good." All this type of bro. We don't need to say that shit. We just need to act. If we're good, we're good. If we're how's scrims, motherfucker. When I was in London, our scrims were shit. How's scrims straight? Listen, we weren't good today. Oh, we're 1-6. Yeah, we're getting fucking shit on. Bad. We don't know what the issue is. We're trying to work on it. I don't know. The realization needs to hit that we ain't those guys no more. I'm not that guy no more. We need to fucking fix up, look sharp. And I genuinely believe they need to start calling people out heavy on their plays. Because I'm seeing the same play. I'm seeing the same play over and over and over and over again for the last month and a half, maybe even more than that. Clearly, whatever's being said ain't going in, is going one ear out the other. There needs to be some like repercussions to fucking up 24/7 because it's absolutely terrible.
Thanks, Rubik, for the super chat. Appreciate you coming in as always. Always delivering. No, I think you're right. It's frustrating, but I know that the fans always joke down there about optic excuses and all this. But a lot of things when they go wrong. Okay, Shotzi makes that terrible play. Oh, okay, Sky's calmed this out and it was bad. It's like, well, I don't know. There's clearly a fundamental issue the way that they're approaching the game, which isn't working. And it doesn't seem like the realization is even to this day, after the 0-18 stint, sunk in that actually, okay, this ain't looking good. I mean, they're literally riding the wave of going 6-1 in the first set of qualifiers. That's their whole point. And as of yesterday, I mean, I would say, maybe not officially, but we do effectively have another World Championship team that's qualified because Boston are at 180 and Miami are at 170. So, within reason, it's a fight for the final spot of champs. Like, that's kind of how it looks right now. It looks like Boston and Miami are going to make it. And certainly Boston, I think, with 180 will be fine. Heretics obviously play Thieves today. Boston plays Sword tomorrow. Boston plays Surge tomorrow. But these guys are going to pick up some more online wins.
Let me just say this. Optic are in a good spot because every team below them is ass.
Well, yeah.
But, like, Rocker could win today, which I've got them winning against Carolina. If they don't win, Optic's cool. Cloud9, play Faze. That could be a good match just because Faze don't look great. But if Faze win, you're good. LAG, I'm not even going to fucking talk about them. They're not even, there's two teams below them that are bad as well. But I have those two teams below them. Actually, I couldn't even tell you. I was going to say I have Rocker in New York beating Texas right now, but obviously Texas beat Rocker, and I think Rocker are fraudulent right now.
And they beat Cloud9 online too. They 3-0'd them in about 30 minutes, which is so confusing.
Exactly. So they might be good, but is it good enough? No.
Yeah, but if Optic turn up to champs as the 8th seed and they're playing Thieves or Faze round 1 and just get bopped straight down to losers, like that's worked out well, hasn't it? So, look, I want Optic to be at champs. Like, it wouldn't feel like COD champs if there was no Optic. So I obviously want them to qualify. Yeah, PD says, I'm curious how Kitchener will be if Optic don't make champs. I mean, could you imagine?
Listen, Optic are going to make champs.
Nowhere and no, I mean, like.
Actually, you want to know the scary thing is if Optic, if Optic go out top 12 and they don't make a roster change, and Cloud9, let's say they manage to beat FaZe, get another 10 points.
Thanks, PD, for the super chat.
And then they get bored out, but then they pick up a player like Ina said, like. Mercury
it only takes one good stage, to be fair. Like, it only takes like a top 4 finish at next major, and you're fine.
Bro, so. You win the 5 online matches?
Well,
And you
exactly.
get and you win the first round or 4 online matches, 3 online matches.
I mean, and also, when's the last time Optic were ever negative in a season? I mean, they've played 30 matches and they've lost 16 of them. Like that just, they started the year 6-1. I mean, that's just a horrific run. I mean, what does that make them? What, 8 in? They might have even been better than that. No, there's something like 8 in 15 in their last however many series, 23 series. Which I guess is probably what you'd expect given they had that horrific run, but I don't know, man. It ain't pretty.
It's just sad because I like watching Optic. I like watching them like personality wise too. Like I think they're all like even when they make roster change, like Shotzi, Dashy, like I've played against them for years. I like when I watch them play. Their personalities are hilarious, but like I feel like some realization's got to hit soon that like what the fuck's happened here. It can't be no more like what you guys think are ass. Every team's fucking dog shit. We know how to win. Like, there's got to be something like real. Like, I don't know. I could talk about it all the time, but
Absolutely. We've got 161 likes on the stream. Pretty sure all you guys are trying to get to 300 on the show today.
No, not appreciate all you guys. We got 1.4K
Well, I appreciate
viewers.
you've liked so far, you know.
We got 1.4K viewers. We're spitting facts on this fine Friday. I'm fucking caffeined out my marbles. I want 300 likes ASAP. Come on.
It's good work, Ali, True.
You're too nice, Rab. You're too nice.
It's good cop, bad cop routine, you know. We got this shit on lock.
Hey guys, thank you so. No.
Viva tweeted this out. Top 3 teams from this past off season right now. Faze looking scary. And I mean, look, we'll obviously talk about Faze. They deserve a little bit of airtime. Talk about Thieves, and then Optic looking, maybe a little clown show. Just a quick bit of drama. So Heretics obviously took down Toronto. We did we get a method sick tweet? Did we get a method sick tweet? No, have a quick check.
Nah, because I think he understands that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's
for
a
me,
bit,
like, when we
yeah.
predict it on this show. I mean, they also did lose map 1.
That is true.
So they aren't like
true.
the dog's bollocks.
Oh man, I honestly thought, hey, we got to 300 likes. Let's go. The Trey shit talk
like
worked.
Yeah,
I do like that. I do like that a lot. Faded Sushi with the super chat. They need to throw the mega bag at Joe D and Sib or Merc. I mean, look, I don't disagree, but they got to fix the fundamental. Like they got to figure out why this culture ain't working. That's the step one.
There's not a single soul that needs to throw the bag at Merc, by the way. For starters, he's in challengers. Listen, I hate it.
I love it.
It's not like he's generational, right? We've watched him play. He's good, all right? But don't be throwing no bags around, you know. Let's get that straight. Do they need to throw the bag at Joey D or Sib? Yeah, they are bag throwers, okay? You throw the bag at those motherfuckers. Mercules, you know, he's a good player, but we ain't throwing... What bag needs to be thrown at Merc today?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't need a massive bag. And Joe, it's kind of annoying because I actually had Toronto still winning this. And I wouldn't say they should have done, because if it went 5, they'd probably lose anyway. But they should have definitely won them at 4. And Joe Thieves and Clinics just both had stinker series, which I certainly wasn't expecting. So, you know, I guess it happens. You put together a team that's not their normal team. People don't feel so comfortable on the map. It's obviously that's the challenge of having a last-minute sub. But there's a bit of beef because Super was throwing out the birds. Adam, who thought he was called Metals, so that was pretty funny. It's pretty funny when Adam did his tweet, and then all the replies were just Spanish fans with the birds. I thought it was pretty brilliant, actually.
Listen, I
like
understand Ben
prime
Beans,
beef between these two teams.
I understand Ben Beans getting agitated, but like you gotta understand, like it don't matter. Like it ain't that.
Yeah, Beans obviously just pissed
hyped.
off that he's back out. You know, he's stuck out there.
Bro, Beans is just annoyed because he can't play against him and his team's lost against him, which I agree. But like,
yeah,
fuck it, bro. It's a couple middle fingers. It ain't nothing serious, you know.
Yeah, and also cheese event, small crowd, like whatever. Just turn on the next one. That's not fair logic, but that's the way you could justify it.
Going back to the obvious shit. Listen, They looked like they had a great team here. A5 Wagyu, whatever it was, wasn't deserved, right? That's what I'm saying. We need to start humbling ourselves. If we're getting shit on, we ain't getting no fucking prime
That's what.
A5.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, right? You were like, when I was getting shit on, it was Mackey's. It was Mackey's or beans on toast.
Bro, if we were getting absolutely clamped, there wasn't no Del Frisco's, there wasn't no nice steakhouse. It was like, bro, we got to lock in on scrims. Like, we're eating tacos tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we weren't eating A5 Wagyu 3K dinners.
Yeah, with little dinosaur chicken nugget.
Yeah, we're going turkey dinosaurs for dinner. Like, we don't deserve that. And I would do that to myself. I'd be like, I don't deserve. Like, if I was getting shit
little
on,
spaghetti hoop.
I don't deserve shit, bro. Burger King.
Yeah. Well, exactly. That's it's a good point. So, but it's Optic. This is what they do. They take the steak dinner. The steak dinner maybe off the menu.
It's like team vibes and shit, but like the vibes are chalk, twin.
Yeah. No, but Skies is there to bring the vibes. The vibe guy.
Oh, fuck, there ain't no vibes in that team, let me tell you.
That's the issue, right? Like, the vibes on any team are contingent on a winning. If you ain't winning, the vibes are going to be cooked. It is what it is.
Nah, because listen, for sure, obviously, but like you can still vibe at, you can still roll around, but
to some degree.
It's dead.
Yeah, we call it this team, George. We'll see. I mean, today's going to be a big day. I can't wait to see what happens. Even if Optic, like, I'm down for Optic to win. Obviously, Falcons winning would be craziest story. I mean, unfortunately for Optic, if they do win, you know who they play in the next rounds more than likely.
Do you know how bad this? Listen, I'm just gonna lay this out to you, okay? I'm just gonna lay this out to you.
Hit me.
Everyone, take a deep breath.
All right, I'm ready. Breath in through the nose.
Priestahh has not won a LAN series in 2 years. If he comes back and beats his first LAN team, it will be against Optic Gaming, Optic Texas. If that wouldn't describe how short the team is, then I don't know what does. Optic Texas. Priestahh not won a LAN match in over 2 years. He could potentially break that streak versus Optic Texas today.
It is quite the comment. But you ain't wrong. Priesthah's been going through it. Top 12, top 12, top 12, just banging them out of the park. Or he's not even played them. And then today he turns up, thanks to the one, Matt King. And then he's going to play the green wall. And, I mean, Falcons already won the social media game of the day, as they always do.
I don't want to say he's been, like, tucking, but he's looking pretty solid. I think. Kind of. Let's check
look, we'll see. I mean, he's been looking acceptable.
Listen, his last 5, 0.99, 0.92, 1.16 versus Texas. 0.86, 0.62. Which one at the bottom two? He was getting back into it, getting the feel.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get the scores in a second, Burger Cheese. What's today's schedule? Let's have a look. Because I also want a quick comment on Faze. Down and losers, obviously you called it, Trey. That Surge were going to take the win. After map 1, I thought it was going to be a game 5. I thought it was going to be a close series. After game 1, I was like, here we go again. Faze, online cheese isn't real. And then they kind of collapsed in the search. They probably should have won it. Prime Faze never lose that control in a million years. Like they were always, that's where they get their bread. And then the map 4 was just absolutely terrible. So
now listen, I've got Faze winning against Cloud9, but this series could actually be very interesting because Cloud9 are a little bit of a Faze bogey team too. The issue is with Cloud9 right now is I feel like they're a little bit compromised. Yo, look at the reactions and comments now. You can earn bread as well.
I know, yeah. People are going crazy. They can earn bread by putting comments in. See what people are saying.
We got map set 2, which is kind of cool.
For the bread.
Now listen, I've got Cloud9 winning map 1.
Oh no.
I've got Cloud9 winning map 1. Hacienda, it's not Faze's strong point. It's not Faze's preferred map of all time. How are C9 a Faze bogey team? Well, they go last map a lot, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, Mac likes playing him.
Am I mistaken? I might have lied.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, this team is, in my head, this team is still kind of Seattle Surge. from a couple, and like Seattle used to be
yeah,
Faze's
no, when I
team.
say bogey team, you know, take me with a grain of salt.
Faze still beat everyone more often than not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
let me check this. Faze.
I know what you're saying though.
Lost 3-1. Lost 3-2. Keep it close.
Keep it close. I just think historically it's true that, like, you know.
You gotta remember that Faze don't look too good right now. So listen, I might have just lied there and said they're a little bit bogey
I think
team,
Kremp's
but
record is pretty terrible against these guys, but apart from that.
They give it go. I'm sorry. You called me out my bullshit. I'm sorry.
Nah, never wrong, double down.
Never wrong. You guys are ass. I'm never wrong. I got Cloud9 winning. Not winning, sorry. I got Faze winning. Cloud9 at least taking the map. Maybe 2. This could go game 5. Just because, bro, I don't like Faze's hardpoint. I really don't.
Yeah, well, I agree. It's been looking pretty stinky. I mean, we could look at the game 1 on Prize Picks if you guys want to get involved. Link to download the app in the description box below. Use code BreakingPoint to get claim your $50 with your first $5 pick. And we have some of the numbers as the site puts them together. Draza is averaging 20 across his last 5 hard points. Yesterday he had 16. His is more or less 25. And he's only been more on one of those occasions. It was against Optic recently, which is certainly notable. And then, yeah, we can look at, I mean, map 2 is pretty interesting. Map 3 gets kind of interesting too. I don't know. Obviously, we don't have, actually, no, we do have map vetoes for this already. Oh, it's a Hassie game 1. That's kind of interesting, Trey, just because, of course, they got slammed on that one yesterday.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I may have been ordering the duck loaded fries. They're coming in.
Oh. Because I was just speaking about it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I was just getting my order in, like, so I'm stocked up for my Friend versus Optic series.
Anyway, I'll rewind for you.
No, go to check out. I did hear you cook at that a little bit, but
let me back it up real quick, Rab, so you can be in my conversation. Yeah, so they got a Hassie game 1, which is like not Faze's like strong pick. You know what I'm saying? They don't love playing that map. So you know, I've got Carolina taking. I've got Cloud9 taking map 1. I've got Cloud9 taking map 1 just because, you know, Faze is not strong on that map, and
wow,
you know, they're
good analysis, Trey.
Yeah,
good analysis.
You know, yeah,
get a bit of deja vu out here.
Yeah, I feel like I've said that before, but I could be wrong. If we check Phases,
well, I'm gonna just bring up the bracket real quick, right? Because
if we've checked,
here's the bracket. Damn, the bracket's looking clean on the website now. Let's go. We actually leveled up here. Bracket is looking nice.
Listen, the only hard point that Faze are neutral on are not positive, let's just say, because Faze are positive in every other hard point bar what map, Mr. Rab?
They like red cards. What's it Faze like? They don't Vault maybe? They're pretty good at Vault actually.
No, the only map they're fucking neutral on that they're not positive on, because every other hard point they're positive on, Rab, is Hacienda.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you meant outside of Hassie. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
they don't like. I don't think they like it that much. I don't think it fits their team.
They get slammed on it quite a lot as well. There's been a good few maps they played. They played that one against Boston, didn't they? Where they should have lost maybe. And then round 3 is wrong.
Why does the website not show assists anymore?
Oh, did we not swap them actually? You might be right about that. Elimination round 3 might be the wrong way around here.
No clue.
No, that's true because the bracket will swap. So we'll get the boys on that. But elimination round 2 is right. So we got that going. Thanks, Matt, for the super chat. Burger King in Australia is called Hungry Jacks. If you get shit on, get down to the Hungry Jacks. That's how it works.
Yeah, if you start getting world started, we're getting Hungry Jacks tonight.
Anyway, Faze win, or if Optic win, or if Vegas win, they probably play Faze. And that's looking like a little... I mean, would we even call it a stacked lose? Typically, I would see Optic and Faze potential elimination round 2 game and say, wow, this tournament's stacked, Trey. That's a tough game for the second round of losers. But I don't know if it looks like that anymore. So I'm expecting Faze to get the win. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be tough for Cloud9. I'm going to take Faze in a little 3-1 there. Actually, they have 3-1. That means they've got to win a hard point. Don't know if they're going to. No, I'll give them a 3-1. I'll give them a 3-1. And then Vegas Optic. What do we got, chat? Vegas versus Optic. I want to know the percentage. Because the other day, right, we did the show. And we had Boston versus Optic. And for the last however many years I've been doing the show for, whenever we're doing predictions and it's like Optic versus someone, it doesn't matter who it is, Optic are winning the poll. It's just how it worked. Could be Optic might be looking bad in qualifiers, but it's Optic versus Faze, Optic versus Thieves, or Optic versus Toronto, whoever in the poll. And the chat is always voting Optic to win, every time. This is the first year I've ever seen where that's not the case. And even, like, they played Boston. The bookies had them as favourites against Boston. You guys in the chat the other day when we did our predictions had Boston as your guys' favourites, as did we. And it was true. And today they play Vegas. And, yeah, you got to think. I mean, look, we got 3-1 Falcons, 3-1 Falcons, 3-2 Falcons, 3-1 Falcons, 3-1 Falcons. Optic at chalked, lol. I mean, yeah, exactly.
I mean, listen, we've also got a team to talk about from yesterday.
Uh-oh. Is it time? When Eater Dog's here?
It's time. Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's time.
Because yesterday, a viewer of ours, Miss Ina, was roasting Gwyn, you know, saying he don't shoot back on.
Oh, I know she's got a spiel prepared.
She's gonna have her. She's gonna have a rebuttal.
I know. I know she is.
She's gonna have a rebuttal. But game don't lie. Neither do numbers.
Bring the numbers up.
Gwyn was talking yesterday. And guess who wasn't talking?
Oh.
Guess who wasn't talking?
I don't know. TJ? That's also true too, man.
Well, he wasn't talking either. But the guy that was brought in to tucked himself to sleep. Because he got absolutely slammed again. He got slammed.
He's had a rough time. I mean, to be fair, he's gone from a 0.6 to a 0.8. So today I'm expecting a 1.0, then a 1.2, then a 1.4. Then he's just going to be bang on the money.
Yeah, 6.6k damage. Yeah, you can't get a kill. Finish your dinner.
People not getting his trades.
To me, damage only really matters if you do well.
That's my dog.
To me, damage only matters if you do well because, motherfucker, if you got a lot of damage and you're getting shit on, you're just not finishing your dinner. That's not how it works. Well, considering I was shooting against these motherfuckers, I think it does.
Hydra with another 1.3. This is what he does. Scrap with a 1.3. You know, no surprises there. No
I will say though,
there.
they do look shaky. LA Thieves do look shaky. They didn't look as good as they did online. Envoy had a very, very rough first map. 0.6. He started off very slow. But we were watching the match rep and we were like, even when Ravens were winning by like 20 points, we were like, yeah, they're still going to win.
Yeah, so we'll see how they get on tonight, but I think it is one of the most interesting games, possibly one of the most important games of the whole season, is this one this evening. Because if Rocker win, they play the winner of Toronto and Gentlemates, which is like the most winnable series you're going to get for top 6. You either play a terrible team, at least of recent evidence, or you play a team without a player who they tried to have here with absolutely no practice at all. So it couldn't get much better. Like you're not going to get many better opportunities than that to make a run to at least top 6. And if Rocket to get top 6, maybe they could even go further. But if they get top 6 and then they lose to Boston or Surge, even that's potentially winnable. That's 30 points on the board. That's 130. That's where Optic currently are. So this is a huge series. I actually do have Rocket taking this as well. I feel like Ravens, don't know, it's strange Ravens because I don't dislike their change in theory, but I think in practice it's going to take them a little bit of time to show why it may or may not have been a good idea. Obviously they did play online and Ravens took the dub. So the land's a different beast, baby. Kenny's coming to play. Kenny, 0.96 today. masterclass.
Ravens are not worse than when they had Vivid.
I mean, look, I don't know the answer to that yet. We've seen them play 2 series.
Yeah,
We're going to see the answer today, potentially.
They've played the same 2 series against. They've played the same series against 2 people. My thing is that Rex was brought in to get better. I'm assuming because Vivid wasn't frying. Rex is like, the upgrade in kills, and he just hasn't done that yet. But it's not one of those things where he comes in and you expect to beat him. Expect to beat a number one team in the game. Realistically, he just ain't gonna do that. Unfortunately. But someone needs to help out Gwyn.
Yeah, get Gwyn some help. But I mean, it's interesting to see if Estriel can bounce back, and because he's at a bit of a difficult stage compared to where he was before. So I think there's definitely eyes on him today, but there's also a lot of pressure on the team in general to get the win. When you're starting in losers, you have 1 win online, you got 1 shot to try and make it through the bracket. And it's difficult to... You're not going to get much better of an opportunity than this if you're Rocker. You're playing a Ravens team that have just made a move, and then you're potentially playing a Toronto or a Gentlemates. That series could get interesting as well, but I think I'm going to lean Toronto's way in the end. But that series could get a little bit tasty. And then I think this elimination round 3 should be the other way around, as was pointed out in the chat earlier. So that's where we sit for the day. And then the final series... Go on.
Sorry, you need to do your research before you type things like that in the chat. Because if you look at the chat, if you look back, they've been 100-point club twice, but they've had more points, they've had more points, more times than not. I'm just saying, they don't look better than without Vivid. They don't look worse. They look kind of the same. Against Thieves, anyway. It's also funny that they've taken 1 map off Thieves this year. Just 1 map.
Yeah, and that was a Surge, wasn't it? Game 2 in one of the earlier series they played. I think apart from that, they were just getting clapped every time.
Yeah, I'm serious. They've been 100-point club twice. It's not like a clear fucking difference.
Yeah.
It's not a clear difference. I'm telling you, go look at it. It's not crazy. If getting better is getting 50 more points in hardpoint, then fuck me, we're in for a rough ride.
Yeah, it's been a rough time for those guys. But yeah, we're a few minutes away.
I'm not even kidding. I'm saying it's a rough start because your first 2 matches are against one of the best teams in the game. But my point is, you've been brought in to get more kills than Vivid, and you haven't done that. That's my point. Yeah, against Faze, and that exactly. Ravens just aren't meant to beat. You know what I'm saying? They just aren't meant to beat the top teams. That's their ceiling. Ravens beat Faze in Major 1. They haven't beat them since. They've never beat LA Thieves this season. They have close games versus Ultra. But other than that, they're just not meant to beat top teams.
Worth keeping in mind today, chat, that only one of these bottom 4 teams will make it out of today. So 3 of Cloud9, FaZe, Falcons, and Optic will be home this evening. 2 of them will be top 12, 1 of them will be top 8. That's just how it's going to be. So likely it's going to be FaZe that make it through. Yeah. But I guess you never know.
I'm not saying Rex is ass, by the way. I've not said that once. I'm just saying that team just isn't. That team just don't beat. That team just isn't going to beat Thieves. It's not got anything against it.
Falcons beating Optic and then beating FaZe back to back. Falcons winning the event, putting up 100 points, making champs.
Surely not. Like Rabbit. If Rex drops a 1.2 against Rocker, I won't be shocked.
Yeah, I want to see him come out and deliver the goods, but I'm not convinced yet that Ravens are, going to be able to make it happen. It's early days of a new team, and the honeymoon period hasn't exactly worked against Thieves, so I don't know if it's going to work against anyone else.
I mean, we've also got to talk about if Thieves don't win this event. That's an uncomfortable conversation to have.
I mean, yeah, they should win the event from here, really. I know that it's early days with the bracket, but they couldn't ask for a better thing. They have to just take it game by game. I don't think there's any other, this is how it has to be. But still, I mean, if you look at the bracket, bring it up here we go, event live. Thieves couldn't ask for a better bracket than this after day one. Faze are already in losers. Toronto haven't got beans. They couldn't ask for much better. I guess unless Toronto had beaten Miami, then they could have played them instead.
The reason we don't have a discussion in voice chat is because I don't have time to have a discussion in voice chat about if Rex or Vivid makes Carolina better. That's the reason we don't have a chat in voice chat. I do the show and then I'm busy.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tonight to get the answer to this question.
Yeah, listen. I've got Rocker winning, but I wouldn't be shocked if they won and Rex dropped the 1.2. I'm cool with that. My point being,
interesting poll in the chat.
I'm cool with that.
Depends where they place, of course.
Well, listen, that's the scary part. Are they a? This is an event that they have to win because Faze don't look crazy good. Surge look pretty good. Ultra don't have beans, and Optic are ass.
Yeah, yeah.
So
and also the other thing is Surge beat Faze, but Surge struggle against Thieves. Matchup wise, that seems to be a more challenging matchup for them. So even if Surge are the key contenders, I think Thieves would be happy that they can get the job done there. Don't really know who else can be a dark horse. Look, I still believe in my Boston prediction that they're going to make a run, but they ain't beating a top team. It just is what it is with Boston. They can get the results, but at some point they are going to be firepower compromised. So that's also another, Thieves don't have to worry about that. Miami potentially could beat them if they because this is how that team is sometimes, but seems pretty doubtful. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. But even yesterday, right? I mean, Thieves, the first map that they played, Envoy was nearly double negative, so I could already see some people talking about it. It's time for him to go and all this. Obviously, we know what Ace would say if he was here. Minus Envoy plus Pred, but the ship sailed on that, unfortunately. And also a terrible idea, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
But here they are. The boys are out on the stage. Max ready to feast on these guys again. Oh, they look happy, don't they? Wow, they look real excited.
Wait, when's this match supposed to start? 5 minutes?
2 minutes, yeah.
2 minutes.
You got any final thoughts?
I want them to win. I want Cloud9 to win, just to make everything more interesting.
I'd be eating so good if FaZe went out top 12. But I think my preferred storyline is that FaZe win this series. Well, I don't know, because I guess it does make it interesting for champs, huh? Keep Cloud9 in the fight.
That's why I want.
Yeah.
Imagine Cloud9 beat FaZe and go on a little run. Get a little something. Because who do they play after?
Falcons
Optic, innit?
or Optic, yeah.
Optic or Falcons? Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. And if they win that, they play probably Miami, which
they're gonna lose that. They don't want anything to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got their points. They got it.
I'd say I'm being realistic about a little run here, right? Don't go too far.
No, I hear. Look at this. The venue looks kind of fine for this angle. They found a good angle, chat. They found a good angle for the venue. They put one together. Because it doesn't look too bad from here. A few more rows of seats could be kind of fire. I mean, it's been worse looking events than that.
There's 70 people there, Reb.
Yeah, but it's Friday,
right,
man. People are at work. People are putting in a shift.
What they said? What do you reckon? People are like, yo, I wonder how many people are on the side seating. There ain't none.
It's like the Optic event when this is why it's good that Optic beat Rocket, didn't they, last major to get through to the Saturday. They literally played one series and then they bombed out after that because there's some people, they buy tickets to the events and they want to watch Optic play, but they can't be there Thursday, Friday because they got to work. So they're turning up Saturday, hoping Optic is still in, expecting Optic to still be in because it's Optic. And sometimes
why can't this channel have a watch party? We used to, but you all leave us when Scump and Zuma go live, so we just do pre-show.
Yeah, that's basically, we know our place. It's okay.
Listen, we're cool being the intro guys.
Yeah, we're cool, like, just warming you up.
Yeah.
For the main event.
We're cool just like, be it, what's that word again called? I can't think of it.
What context?
Foreplay. We're cool being the foreplay guys.
Yeah. What were you going to say? We're like the fluffer, but it's close enough.
No, we're the foreplay guys.
Yeah, we're the foreplay guys.
Well, listen, we'll watch a few minutes with you.
Yeah, well, fuck it.
If we get like a $500 gifted, we'll stay on.
Hell yeah. All right, they'll unmute. Bang. All right, let me make sure this the sound's about right.
Yeah, let me get on the actual stream. Have you done a little 2 times?
Nah, I'm popping it now. Popping a little 2x right now. Right now for the chat. Let's go. 5 from the J Wiz. If 100T don't win, they need to change their intro. They haven't taken anything yet. We will see about that. Yeah, well, maybe we'll watch a little game one. Watch a little game one with the boys.
Yeah. After that, though, you're fucked.
Yeah, after that, I got my duck-loaded fries on the way.
Yeah, like I've got shit to do. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Dreamwalker's preparing your order. Ugh. I'm buzzing. Well. Here we are again on Hacienda, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, we do appreciate you guys a lot, though. Like, I just want to say we actually do appreciate you guys a lot. We don't, like I said, we don't watch parties. They were cool, but like our pre-shows is where we're at. We do appreciate you all coming in and just vibing out, having a laugh with us, whatever like that. But
in Dallas, we will like almost certainly be at least pre-showing or like watch partying some of the days, just because of the way that everything's going to be set up wise.
Yeah.
But again, it'll be like we'll be trying to put in the shift on the other. It's like we try and do. There's more interesting stuff we can do before and after, right? Like if we can get someone on for a podcast or whatever, then it makes a lot of sense.
I think us having our space there is going to be better content for you guys. That's not watch partying, because before we couldn't get people there for interviews. Couldn't get people there for interviews or podcasts because it was at the house, and we're not expecting people to just pull up to the house. Come 20 minutes out your way to come.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas I think we've had a couple conversations already, so it looks like we could be looking good for Dallas. So less than a month, man. Go from
I know.
Buzz.
I know. I'm actually gassed. We got my GTA boys coming again. Rod's coming. Casey's coming.
Okay,
yeah,
fire.
He just told me today. Yeah, we got those boys coming again.
It's properly in Dallas this time as well. Viking says, Rab in Dallas, can I get a picture of you if you pay me? Yeah, Trey will take it. Trey will be cameraman. Wait, is Trey frozen? Right now? Is Trey's PC just giving up on him? Alright, I think it's just me, Stu. I think it's just me. But all good. Watch the end of this map with the boys. I do tend to find like the watch partying from online is like, or just streaming in general from home, I find it super tiring. Especially when I spend the rest of the day doing content as well. But let's look into the game here. 96-75. Back to P1, but Mac's making the play around the outside. Mac's starting off 7 and 9. Gonna need a good series out of Mac today. I need Mac to show up because he usually does against Faze, and he's made the play. He's made the play and he pops 2. Come on. My goat. Anything but Ben J, says Joshua. Respect Ben. Yeah, Mac with 3. This is what he does. I'm telling you. Against Faze, he's nice. But they're going to lose the rotation here if they're not careful. Oh, no, it's a good trade. Tie game, baby. You got to think, if Cloud9 are going to win this series, they probably need to win the game 1. Oh my god. Sim trades it? Okay. Yeah, alright. Breadman himself, Steve. I mean, look, Steve says he's the breadman, but he wasn't top of the bread leaderboard. Ah, trade disconnected, so my camera's gone everywhere. Alright, let me fix it real quick. There you go. There we go. I'm back. I'm back. Oh no, he's back.
I made it. I made it.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
watch
go.
first map. Don't worry, I'm back.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
shit, that's not.
Oh my god, his PC's so cooked.
What about this one?
Oh. We can hear you anyway. Rap, concept-wise, who do you think wins the major? I mean, concept-wise, I'm taking Falcons, maybe. Making the run. Alright, we got to listen in. Oh, Trey's gone again. Let me turn up the audio so you guys can listen.
Alright, you're getting no camera.
Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good.
I don't care.
I got the listening on right now.
I didn't leave. I had some issues, you know. You hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just listening in right now.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah, we might flip too. Yeah. Chris behind him. Go. All three shot. Two flat. They're gonna jump out. Oh, you guys are starting. They might be punching too. I'm trying to watch it.
Yeah, come to.
Might be fire.
Listen, they have open. I'll push out.
I'm holding open.
Yo, hold your open. Stop you open. Help open. Help baby, come on. Someone go road.
I'm open already. You're good. I'm trying to fire. Fire on me. Got one. Another one's fire. I didn't see Mac. He's mid somewhere, I think.
Oh my god.
What a fiery listening from Faze.
They just sound pretty good today.
Right now that I am thoroughly enjoying from that one.
Yeah, he's setting up his boys for just the ultimate firing squad. I feel like C9 just got stuffed out.
Oh man, my goat Mac fell off.
Kill and how the lead has changed. 80-point difference now between these two teams, and if a VZ is roaring like that, they might not be stopped.
On the roar, but now third set of hard points.
Yeah, GG, Cloud9, we will see you in Riyadh.
A lot of pressure upstairs, and now flank from Honest Abe as he tries to find a few more kills. We're on board with Celium. He's keeping the time open right now, and what a play there from Faze. No one in time, but they want to keep that position as well.
Yeah, this is their time. You just want to slay. You don't have to overcommit on P1.
Oh, 3.
About a time to set yourself up in the rotation. They lose a couple gunfights, so C9 is going to get bodies inside the hill, and honestly,
Alright, it's not over yet.
final 20 seconds for C9 to get. Faze might not want them to have it. They're going for some wide flanks, and maybe a little bit risky. Maybe an opportunity for C9, but that's only if they get the kills.
Oh, they're getting a single kill. Well, the last time we saw them try to break 3-2, it didn't happen. This time you're doing it against half of the members.
Alright, draws.
Get moving,
1.
The break is yours.
Yeah, they took
Oh, they couldn't even trade him.
spawn out C9. This is
Yeah, nice try.
game, and there it went. Sim shut it all down.
And just like that, a dream died. What a play from Sim. Celium now roaming the middle of the map, looking for these.
Bro, Cell with the sub is so annoying.
Trying to get anything going. Celium playing with his
It's like back in your day, Trey, when So used to run the sub.
But it's a read. He has made it in. No more kills though. A BZ to the front. Celium on the time as well.
Yeah, I mean, all of these players can use any gun. It's so annoying.
Wow, they really turned this on its head quick. Don't know where Sim's going, to be fair.
Oh, Dry's been slow recently, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. He had a slow start to this map too, but he turned it around. Why is there a door there anyway? Stupid ass door. Alright, GG, ladies and gentlemen. Faze at 1-0. Faze gonna win the series. And you know what that means? It's time for dinner.
Yeah, thanks for coming to the watch party.
Yeah, fire watch party as always. Oh, I've got a little order update. My rider is on the way to Dream Walk. Run it up.
Absolutely.
It's an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
We'll end the stream. Me and Brad will chat for 5 minutes, and then you can go eat his food.
Oh, good. All right.
Hey,
thanks so much, everyone.
Appreciate you, everyone.
And if Optic live, we'll be back tomorrow. We might be back tomorrow anyway. Who knows? I mean, I'll probably be here. And then Sunday, Championship Sunday.
Oh, come on! Don't make it out like I ain't gonna be here when you're here.
Nah, I mean, I know Tracer. I know Tracer.
You know, isn't it?
I'd say it. All right, take care, gentlemen. See you tomorrow.